Incoming border czar Tom Homan will visit the Texas border with Governor Greg Abbott. This comes as shocking video shows an unaccompanied migrant child as young as 2 years old traveling into the U.S. alone with just a piece of paper.
Venezuela, mamá. Venezuela. ¿Sí? ¿Qué tantos años tienes? ¿Dos años? ¿No vienes con tu mamá y tu papá? ¿No? ¿Venezuela? ¿Para dónde vas, mamá? ¿Dónde están? Estados Unidos.
Wow. Tom Homan joins us now. Hey, Tom, that's a story new to most of America, but not new to you, is it?
No, I've been talking about this for 4 years, about the inhumanity of that border, about how many children die, whether in the desert or in the river. Since Joe Biden's been president, we got nearly 4,000 aliens that have died across this border. Children die almost every day. Children get sexually assaulted. 31% of women that make that journey get sexually assaulted. And this administration has been hiding it. This is something we're going to address. We're going to show the American people exactly what we're doing on the border and why we need to do it. And this is one clear example why we need to secure that border.
So, Tom, there's other 2-year-olds being held right now. And because in a rush to get them out, they're giving them to strangers who show up and say, I'm the sponsor, I'm the relative. How do you stop that? I mean, what do you do with the children? How do you stop the income and the incoming kids?
Well, first of all, shame on the Biden administration and Becerra, who's the secretary of HHS. He was on stage about 2 months ago bragging how quick these children are released from government custody. He thought it was a good thing. Well, they're released because you're not properly vetting the sponsors. They stopped the DNA testing. Shame on them. That's why they have over 300,000 children that they've released to unvetted sponsors that they can't find. And President Trump is committed, in addition to securing the border and having a deportation operation, is to find and locate these 300,000 children, because many of them are going to be in forced labor, many of them in forced sex trade. We need to save these children. How do we stop it? We secure the border. We send a strong message to the rest of the world. If you cross this border illegally, you're going to be deported, you're going to be detained. You're not going to be released. Children won't be delivered to their parents and to complete their criminal conspiracy of alien smuggling. We got to put a stop to it.
So today you're going to be at the board with Governor Abbott. What's the objective?
Well, we're not waiting to January 20th. We're already planning what we're going to do to lock down the state of Texas. Governor Abbott's done a great job so far. Look, illegal crossings in Texas is down over 80% because of great work by Governor Abbott, and he's been successful because he has taken the Trump policies and put them to work. He's put border barriers and walls up. Walls work. President Trump proved that. He has consequences. He's arresting people and charging them that cross the border. Consequences work. So, and everybody he arrests, every illegal alien the troopers arrest is one less getaway. So at least they know they're being fingerprinted and they're not a national security threat. Every ounce of fentanyl his troopers sees is less of overdose deaths in this country. So we're going to build upon this success. I guarantee you the Trump administration isn't going to constantly sue him for trying to secure the border. We're going to partner up and help him do 100% security on his border, and we're going to do that across the southwest border.
They are building a wall in Texas. They bought the land, and they're building a wall. Is this wall going to be up to your standard? Is that what these states have to do?
Well, look, if you want to secure the border, you got to put up border barriers. We've proven border barriers worked. You also got to end catch and release. We got to put the Remain in Mexico program back in. You got the third safe country agreements. Congress needs to change the asylum laws, but I'm not counting that to happen. So President Trump's going to have to come in with executive orders like he did the first time. President Trump was a game changer with Remain in Mexico. He had the lowest illegal immigration over 45 years. Illegal immigration down 90%. And Brian, the example of this 2-year-old, when 90% less people are coming, how many children aren't dying crossing that border? How many children and women ain't sexually assaulted? So look, President Trump's policies work. We're going to do it again. This time we're going to finish the job.
Tom, you know how to do the job better than anybody, but if we could see those stories, and the only reason we saw it because the Texas DPS said, you know, we'll blur their faces, hide the identity, but I want to show you what we're dealing with. If we could see those stories, I think that people would understand really what you're up against. Do you plan on doing it? The 3-year-old that comes across, the unaccompanied 8-year-old that comes across?
As tragic and as sad as those things are, we have to show the American people. We got to be transparent and show the American people why we need to secure the border. It's about saving lives. Bottom line, it's about saving lives. And I'm sick and tired of my 34 years of holding dying children, holding dead children, talking to girls as young as 9 that were raped multiple times. And I've said it before, everything innocent and pure within that little girl was ripped from her, and she will never be the same. We're going to tell the story. American people need to know the story. And I think by telling that story, President Trump have the support of the American people across the board.
We'll watch you and the governor at the border today, and we can understand what we're in for in the next, while we wait 55 more days. Tom Homan, thanks so much.